toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So Georgia's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. The Deep South's oldest rivalry will stir deep emotions. And just last year, Auburn gave the Dogs a big scare early in the third quarter, but man, did Georgia pour it on late.
Yeah, it was still 31-13, but there were some moments, there were some cracks, but Georgia took care of business. And I'll tell you what, Jesse, this is beginning to be a very one-sided rivalry. Auburn needs to show up. Like, Georgia's had back bragging rights year after year after year. Auburn's got to shut these guys up.
Yeah, Georgia's won 8 in a row now in this rivalry. You're right. I think the big key for Auburn, they've got to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. Could not do it consistently against Carson Beck. Big reason why Carson Beck did not turn it over in this game last season. That had been a problem for him early in the year. Auburn's defense has to play big today.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Got it in the middle. It's Thomas. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Got out of trouble and throws. Just a short pass to the tight end. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and they'll mark it at the 48. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. They'll run it out of the shotgun. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Finds his tight end. Fights off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Bulldogs have it with a 1st and 10. They'll run it from the gun. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong. The emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight, and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
Defense getting stingier in their own end of the field. It's 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw at Stockton. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Oh, he missed it. No good. After the miss, no change in the score. So Auburn's offense has the ball for the first time. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have 2 guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got 2 very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are 2 of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Across the 45. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. The Tigers, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got a man. It's Cobb. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Tigers. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
Man, it's nice to be an offensive coordinator when you have this offense because you can just call a couple plays, do what we need to do, make big plays, go down the field, put points on the board. This offense, man, they put drives together like this. This could be a scary unit.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll go to the ground. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Offside, defense.
This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. So after the flag, a fresh set of downs for the offense. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Stockton. Safe completion on the screen. Turns it on in midfield. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Now, I tell you, Auburn is known for playmakers on defense, and one guy who could have a massive impact on a turnaround is Keldrick Falk. David, 7 sacks a year ago, could be a top 10 pick next year.
Yeah, it's just so fun. It seems like Auburn finds these guys every single year. They've always got those guys that are fast, that are athletic, that can run, and they build their defense around them, and this is a guy that they'll do it again this year, and that's why Auburn's defense is going to be good.
Under fire. Grabbed over the middle. It's dealt. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Tackle is made right at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 4. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. Back to throw, it's Stockton. Good timing on the quick out. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Important in the passing game that it's not just receivers doing all the work. You got to get running backs involved. You got to get your big fellas. You got to get the tight ends going too.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Pulls it and fires to the left. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it first and goal from the 1.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route running. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry together.
Now on first and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. Finds his big tight end. Touchdown, Bulldogs! The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this is now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Texas Tech. We'll keep you updated as this one goes forward, as this could shake up the Big 12 race significantly.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to go up top on first down. Finds his man. It's Coleman. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down.
Hey, listen, on offense, just take what the defense gives you. Quarterback looks out wide. He sees the DB way off of the receiver. Throw him the easy hitch pass. You'll take that completion.
From the gun, running back gets the give. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Using his legs, it's Cobb. He's brought down at the 33 as the defense keeps him away from that. Down marker, fourth down coming up. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that.
Turning it on. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. They are letting the big dogs eat on the ground.
Pound, pound, pound. The dog pound. Run the football. Be physical. You can go back when Vince Dooley won a championship. Herschel Walker. You go all through the names. So many great running backs that run with an edge that are dogs.
That's quite a start to a drive, and now they'll snap it from midfield. Oh, it's picked off. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this is a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for the position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again. Create some momentum. Just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Takes the handoff. It's Robinson. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
And that's how you respond as a defense, man. You give up 9 yards on first down. Second down, man, they bring some pressure. They are in the backfield fast, and they make the tackle for a loss and completely flip the script. Almost a guaranteed first down on second down, and now maybe even put them in a passing situation on third down.
They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And here they come going for the first down on 4th and 2. The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Trying to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
And how about the defense coming up big on 4th and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
They'll open this drive from their own 42-yard line. He leaves it with his back. Got enough for the first. There he goes. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
To the air. It's Stockton. Gets it out quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Got his man in the middle. Now the connection takes it to the 11. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Wants to keep it in the air. He caught it into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Got it in the middle, it's Cobb. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running, second down coming. Back to pass.
One of the things you love about this
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Wants to bring it back. They'll put a stop to that return as he gets it up to the 41-yard line. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Everybody talks about getting off to a great start, but if you start building steam, David, that can work too.
No doubt, man, and sometimes it snowballs. But what do great teams do? Great teams respond. Struggled the first quarter, Palmer. They've done a great job rebounding and putting some points on the board.
He lets it fly. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3, and we're only in the first half.
Wants to throw. It's Stockton. Grabbed in the middle. It's Thomas. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. Caught over the middle. It's Frazier. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. A shot toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
In the last couple of weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Second down, they'll go to the air. He'll take another shot here. Just threw that one way too far.
Well, this defense was ready for Gomez. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And that one is picked up in the end zone. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, the Deep South shuts down when the Tigers and Dogs get together, and that's the case again here today. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So here comes the Auburn offense. Tight game as we start the 3rd quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
And, man, the tight end just hasn't been a factor all game. No catches, finally find an opportunity to try to get him open, throw him the football, and the connection still doesn't work. Something about this quarterback-tight end connection today just hadn't been on the same page.
Auburn to the line in a hurry. Makes the grab on third. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys. You start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play.
No, it's picked off. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the Dogs keep playing fetch on these passes, channeling their inner Scott Warner, or Champ Bailey, or Keely Ringo, and making plays.
Just ball hawking, making plays. And again, when you pressure the quarterback, and the Dogs do that as well as anybody, you pressure the quarterback, force that ball out, the secondary playing great coverage, making big-time plays in the back end.
He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Quickly out to the tight end. Got some room, entered to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia! The Dogs are starting to hunker down, and they are sinking their teeth into the Deep South's oldest rivalry.
And the red and black going crazy, the fans going nuts, and Georgia has dominated this rivalry of late. Auburn fans are sick and tired of the Dogs, and man, they got to do something about it.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Man, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Missouri is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This program has picked itself up before, and it's capable of it again today. They're trailing by 11 to Alabama. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Just steamrolling the defense. Flying down the left side. Past the 20. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Great job by the defense that time, bowing up. You're on your own goal line, so you've got to be great against the run. And they forced that ball to go to the outside, use their speed to bring the ball carrier down.
Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
Yeah, in this part of the field, man, those windows shrink, and it's hard as a quarterback sometimes to really force yourself to throw the football. You're sitting in a good spot in 2nd and goal. Just throw that thing away. Don't take the sack and put you in a bad situation.
How about this defense digging in its heels after the big play? It's now 3rd and goal. Sets up the screen. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit. From the left hash, and this distance ought to make that angle pretty easy to handle. Just drives it between the uprights. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Nice job executing all the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. That'll be a gain of 5 out to the 27.
These running backs nowadays, they're built so low to the ground, thick and compact, but fast and shifty. They're just so hard to tackle. And you can see he just does a great job breaking tackles, breaking tackles. He does this consistently. That's why he's really hard to stop in the running back spot.
Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. That's caught. It's Young. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. And the Dogs will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. With the catch, it's Branch.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that 1st down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Buying some time. It's incomplete. Good job by the defense sticking with its coverage.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder, but the snapping the football, everybody being on time, man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Catch in the middle, it's Bell. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. The Dogs have this offense rolling. Wants to throw again. Catch in the middle, it's Branch.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Delp. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. To go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Looking to pass, it's Stockton. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Holds it in, the 1st down and more. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the 1st down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. To the air on 1st down. And here's the pick, and oh, did they need that right now.
And if you're the quarterback, you might want to stop throwing that guy's way. I mean, you knew coming into this game, David, he's one of the best corners in the entire country. He's already been picked off twice now. He is literally living in this quarterback's head rent-free.
And so nice to have a guy like this that can cut off half the field, because now you can put resources elsewhere. He's proven if you try me, bad things are going to happen.
And everything's going to have to be downfield. That's a nice start to this drive, but they're going to need to score, get the ball back quickly, and score again.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Howard. Great reaction by this defense, immediately on the catch, swarming to the ball.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. They make the stop at the 41, but it's a 15-yard pickup, and they're rolling with a first down. Looking to throw on first down. Still from the pocket, fires over the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. The short hand, it's Singleton. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
And the Tigers come to the ball trying to pick up this third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab behind the line. It's Simmons. Moving deeper into enemy territory. Move the chains. It's first down at the 27. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab outside. It's Howard.
I guess if you're going to get a 1-yard gain, at least it's kind of a highlight. Great body control, great job understanding how to keep a foot in bounds and give a little toe tap on the sidelines there.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. This tight end just creates matchup problems no matter how you try to defend.
How about the catch radius on him, too? So as a quarterback, you don't have to be perfect when throwing it to him. You just got to get it somewhere in his vicinity, and he can come up with the catch.
Just keep slinging it. Wide open downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. Well, how about that? And after that touchdown, we might have a finish after all, Jesse.
I love it, Reese, and this team is not quitting. Yeah, they're down on the scoreboard right now, but they are clawing and they are scratching their way back in this game. They're going to keep going hard until this clock reads all zeros.
I'll try to power it in. Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Let's see if he can make a play on the return. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. Punts it out of the air. At the 35, he's got room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's at the touchdown Bulldogs. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. He has been surgical. precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cobb. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Got some of the work done on first down. Let's see what they have on second down. Back to pass. Unloads it left. Makes a connection. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Here's a throw downfield late. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. Looking for the score. And it's caught for the late touchdown. So how about this? Maybe we are set up for a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ballgame. Now, we got a one-possession game. We've got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stopped? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is everything you could hope for in a rivalry game like this. Close game, waning moments, history waiting to be made, guys.
And it's moments like this why you come and play for these two schools, right? To play in a game like...
Breaks into the open.
Well, I think the running back is showing you his experience and his awareness. I love that run. Not so much about the game. I love the fact that he didn't run out of bounds. A lot of younger guys probably would have done that. You got the lead here late. You want to bleed the clock. Really, really smart decision that time by the running back.
He's got it on the right. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Really good defense. You know, you're trying to stay as close as you can to all these targets, and most importantly, those open field tackles and getting them on the ground as soon as they catch it. That's a major deal for defenses, and that was a good example there of it.
You know, when you're QB sneaking as a quarterback, you got to make a decision. You're going right or you're going left, and that's all predetermined based on how the defensive line lines up. Nice decision there by the quarterback.
Georgia trying to use every second on this clock. On the ground, it's Frazier. Running to Green. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out. Georgia going up tempo. They'll throw it from the red zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Got enough space. He was smelling that end zone, but they get him down at the 4 after the big pass play. You already have the lead. Scoring is always good, but milk the clock, and it will be your friend. He's going for the goal line. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Looking for just 1 more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Got his man quickly. And the defense knocks him down immediately behind the line. They'll get the timeout with 5 seconds remaining to play. To the air, it's Stockton. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown, a gut punch to this defense, and probably a knockout punch.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Here comes the 2-point try. He'll set up to throw. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Looking to throw on first down. Bringing the heat. A sensational grab down the field there as they try to at least put a positive spin on the end of this game. It is Georgia taking home the W in the Deep South's oldest rivalry. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football. There is a long and storied history of great games between these two rivals, and this chapter adds another to that legacy.
Really impressed by the poise by the winning team as well here. They weren't overhyped in this game. They came out, they looked prepared, they were calm, definitely confident. And David, they were able to go out and execute well enough to get this win.
And it's hard in these rivalry games with all the emotions running so deep. Like, you sometimes get overzealous. Sometimes you get too many penalties. It's hard to rein in your emotions, but they did. They kept it in check, and now bragging rights for a whole year.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Jacksonville, annual site of one of the best rivalries in the sport. The Gators and the Dogs. You put them together on a football field, sparks fly and memories are made. This is the kind of game that can help define an entire season. So it'll be a touchback, ball spotted at the 25. So the Gators offense is going to get the chance to start this game off. Now, last season, remember, Georgia was expected to dominate, and Florida really played well. DJ Lagway, the quarterback, gets out injured, but still, this was tied with 5 minutes to go in the game.
Boy, when Lagway went down, it was just such a difference in that game, but it was competitive. Remember, Florida had some mistakes. They had that chance for the go-ahead field goal, a bad snap. Just wasn't a clean game in the end, and the Dogs ended up getting out of there with a win.
And the single back takes the handoff. Going absolutely nowhere. It'll be a loss of it.
How about the timing here by the defense to shoot that gap? As an offensive lineman, you have to anticipate that, close that gap off. Otherwise, it could be a long day.
The sure hands. It's Wilson. They bring him down after a short gain there.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
In this opening possession, they'll face a 3rd down and 5. Dropping back, it's Lagway. Grant down the middle, it's Sturdivant. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. And the Gators come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line, it's Wilson. And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Offense facing 3rd and short, approaching midfield. Can they convert here, or will they face a tough 4th down decision? QB keeps it himself. The ball is loose. When they pick it up, it's still a live ball. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make first down yardage. The Gators hit to keep this drive moving. Takes the ball and heads to the left. And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Getting set. Here's 2nd down. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. And he'll set up to throw. Looking to set up a screen pass here. Goes out to stiff arm. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. A new set of downs after that completion. To throw, it's Lagway. Caught near the sideline. It's Ball. Now the border battle goes back to 1915. Over the years, this Dogs, Gators tussle, Coach Benitez, and one side's had the upper hand, the other side gets it back. Can't wait to see what unfolds today.
Chris, I just love this game every single year down in Jacksonville. The tailgating is phenomenal. What a scene, the way they split the stadium in half. But let's face it, not a lot of great games in recent years. Hopefully we're in store for a memorable one today.
Quarterback pulls the ball to keeper and moves the football to the 27, the first down.
Defense is spread all over the field. Do a pretty good job here keeping it out of the end zone, but gets enough for the first down.
The offense, this is play number 11 on the drive. Caught in the backfield. It's Wilson. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
The pocket breaking down. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The gain is not enough for first down, so it brings up a 4th and short. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it sails right through the middle of the uprights. Solid kick. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. So they settle for 3 here, and now the kickoff. See if the opposing offense can answer before halftime. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start with the 25. So the Georgia Bulldogs offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. They'll be met by a defensive front that has a couple of impact players on it. They get after the quarterback. They slow the run down. Really a nightmare to block.
Well, these guys are what it's all about. You want to build a great defense? Follow this blueprint right here. Big, strong, athletic defensive linemen. They're game wreckers, and they're lucky to have a couple of them up front. Going to be tough on this offense to try to hold up at the line of scrimmage.
He'll hand it off. Good enough for first down yardage. Dogs looking to crank up the tempo a bit. To the air, it's Stockton. Quick throw over the middle. It's dropped. Would have been a big play, but he could not hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
That's caught. It's Bell. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. Oh, and it's batted down by the defense. Great play to deny a touchdown.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line.
He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They get him down, but not before he gets to the +38. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Looking to throw it on first down. Looking downfield near the end zone. And it falls incomplete. They tried for a huge gain there, but that's it for this period. The Gators will kick this away to start the second half. And it comes out of the 25. No return attempted there. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They had the break to make some adjustments. Let's see if they can get something going here to start the 3rd quarter. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The pass rush closing in. Short pass finds the tight end. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
He's wide open. Look out. Steps out of bounds after a nice gain. Finally, some show of light from this offense. First down here for this offense. Looking downfield. It's Stockton. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You've got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a
This is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time with
the pass rush gets home. Dogs will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Well, you talk about blowing a play up. What a job by this defense. That is a big-time loss from the sack. But look at the offense. They're
makes the diving grab there. That was beautiful.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. And how about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
It's an out route. The catch made. Tackle made at the 13. But here we go, a red zone opportunity. Still searching for their first touchdown of the game, but on the move now. It's 1st and 10. Caught over the middle. It's Bell. Brought down at the 5 after the catch. The offense really threatening now.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation. And at that point, it's just pitch and catch for the quarterback.
One down at the 3, but that's enough for a 1st and goal.
Not huge yards, but all that matters is he catches the ball, secures it, and picks up 1st down yardage.
Here's a 1st and goal. Finally a chance to score the first touchdown of this game. They'll try to run this one in. Brought down after a short gain. Now it's 4 fingers in the air. Get ready for the 4th coming up. And Florida has the lead, Kirk, as we break for the quarter. We've reached the end of the 3rd. Time is running out to cut into this lead. Let's check out the game stats before we go on.